What's up, y'all? This is Songwriter ShayGenre, and welcome back to Shay-G Speaks. What's good? How are you doing? Hope everyone's having a wonderful life. I know I plan on having a wonderful life. So I wanted to do a quick little show and talk to y'all about songwriters. Okay? So look, I just seen T-Pain tweet this. Listen to this, y'all. Everybody know who T-Pain is, King Autotune. He tweeted, "One day we'll get back to the music when the popularity contest gets old. At this point, the numbers only have meaning to the people that don't know how much they're being fabricated. Understandable though, it's a game. Someone has to get played." So we all know what he's talking about and where he's going with that. And yeah, T-Pain, we hear what you're saying, bro. We hear what you're saying. I'm not knocking how the game is right now, though. You know, everything evolves and changes and has a time and a place for every different thing. So it is whatever it is. But it did make me think about something else that I read earlier this week that I definitely want to talk about. So Billboard, I believe, just put out their top 10 songwriters of the of the year, I believe. And almost every there was artists, all of them artists and stuff like that. Not really no songwriters that we may know of, Nesta Dean and Ryan Tedder and stuff like that. No people like that I didn't see, not in the top 10. It was just a lot of artists and stuff like that. So I just had some thoughts about that I've been had, and I just wanted to share with you guys and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody who was on the list. That's what's up. Everybody would love to be mentioned on a list like that from Billboard and shit like that. But I feel like as songwriters, we have nowhere near hit the plateau that we deserve. I always say, I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. I want to be well known at what I do. So I want the who's to know me. You know what I'm saying? Every time you see something like the Met Gala or the MTV, BET Awards, Grammys and shit like that, it's always a bunch of people that are there and they on the carpet or they walking and they invited, but you don't know who the fuck they is. Those is the people, you know what I'm saying? Those are the executives, those the managers, those the people behind the scenes that keep everything popping and getting. So I want to still be able to go to the gas station and my boyfriend's sweatpants and you know what I'm saying, a scarf on my head if I want to. I don't want to live my life in a sense where I'm famous and I can't live, a lot of famous people complain about that all the time, and that's just personally not for me. But I do want to be famous in my community, you know what I'm saying? I want all of the artists to know who I am. Oh, I want to work with ShayGenre. You heard she wrote that, So yeah, that is the type of fame that I personally desire. But songwriters have nowhere near reached where they should and need to be, you know what I'm saying? In the sense of a lot of songwriters. Okay, back in the day on music videos and shit, they never used to list the producers. Producers have come a long fucking way. Producers are doing it. You know what I'm saying? For the last 15 years, they've been going all the way in. And I really I give a lot of credit, and I feel like producers need to be thankful for the super producer, because a lot of producers and a lot of songwriters want to be artists, and they stay behind the scenes until they get the opportunity to be artists, but a lot of them desire to be an artist. And I feel like more producers have become successful being artists than songwriters. So by them being a successful artist, they get out there and they put a face to their beats and shit like that, and that make people really start paying attention to producers and shit, listing them on the tracks, and you know what I'm saying, them in the music videos and everything like that. So it's really giving them a leeway, a head start, or just put them out there and put a face to the beat. But a lot of these songwriters, it's no face to the tracks and stuff like that. I remember I read. Yeah, so I remember when Confessions came out with Usher, JD said, everybody was going ham for that album. The album was fucking amazing, and everybody was going crazy thinking that the whole album was about Usher and Chili, the whole Usher and Chili breakup situation. And years later, JD said, yo, the world was bugging thinking that was Usher and Chili, and that was dead ass me. Like he said, it was him and his baby mother and his situation in his life. But nobody thought that. So it's like a lot of this music is made from the heart, somebody's heart. It's about somebody's life, somebody's situation, something that it happened to somebody, and the artist is performing it. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and take anything away from anybody. I went to an ASCAP conference a couple years ago, and I learned a lot there. Oh, sorry, y'all, it's late, but I learned a lot there, and I learned that sometimes you don't need to try to do everything. You should really try to what they say, master something. You should really try to master something. So a lot of these people that like these artists that do what they do, they are a master at what they do. Everybody, I was not. I say all the time, I cannot sing. I'm a writer. I can't carry a tune. Sometimes people say, "Oh, well, you sound good in this." I personally don't feel like I can carry a tune. But I know I'm a writer. That's my gift. That's what I was meant to do. That's what I'm here to do. So there's people that are performers and are amazing performers. Whitney Houston wasn't a writer, but she had an amazing voice and she was a great performer. That doesn't take away anything from her because she received songs written by people. There are certain people that are just amazing at what they literally do. So I feel like producers have really made a name for themselves and really tried to break through the door and say, no, we taking our shine. I'm very close to my producers, so I know what it takes for their training and what they do. First of all, I look at some of the programs, like that shit is like fucking spaceship NASA shit to learn fucking Ableton and Pro Tools and fucking FL Studio. That shit ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Those are not easy things you just get up and could do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not something that, you can have the ability to play an instrument naturally, but to learn those programs, you gotta practice, study, look into shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to do that. So, they definitely deserve their props for that because they putting in the work for it. So I'm just waiting, and not even waiting. I look forward to the point where the songwriters could get that recognition. There's a lot. One of my the song that got me the most noticed, and my first piece of music I really really went somewhere for me was my song Apple. Please go check it out on iTunes and everywhere music is streamed. Apple by Crystal Halls. That's the girl who sung it for me. Now, I wrote that song. I was going through all types of shit in my life with my family and just shit in my life, period, as wanting to be an entrepreneur and shit. And I wrote that song from the depths of my fucking soul. You know what I'm saying? And I found the girl who could sing it, and she sounded real good on the track. She said she conveyed everything I needed to convey, and she was amazing for it. Now, if that song went and won a Grammy, and you know what I'm saying, and I know I play my position. I don't mind being a writer in the background. I have no problem with that. That's what I want to do. I'm in it for something else. It really does something for me to hear somebody sing my song. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need, and the check. I need the check. Don't forget, I really need the check. But that's enough for me. But I can understand how people feel like, this is me here. This is my life. This is what I'm going through. So the person who sung it, they did an amazing job doing what they do. The person who write it, they do an amazing job of what they do. The person who made the beat, that everybody needs to get their recognition. And it's very hard for the writers because a lot of artists don't want to be seen as not writing their own stuff. And you should not feel like that because you are a performer. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B performs the shit out of a song. And that's the thing too. What they do, I can't do. I don't want to put on makeup every day. I don't want to fucking watch what I eat to the point, you know what I'm saying? I never enjoy my fucking life just to keep my body in shape and to look good. I don't want to get stopped in the airport. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, not live a private life. They go through a lot as being the public face of the track. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure the girl who sung my song got hit up by a lot of people wanting her to do stuff. I want to be hit up for different reasons. So that's why I'm not trying to do what she do. And, she may not be trying to do what I do. But I do think that when Billboard put out that list, it made me feel like, damn, like, I know it's some badass people right now that have written some of these songs that we are playing, that we keep on repeat on the fucking radio, and that we singing, and that's in our playlist and shit like that. I know that they did that, and it's a little like, damn, that they not getting a shine for doing that, because I'm very grateful for them, like that was what they did is amazing, so I just feel like they should get their recognition, they should get their shine, and it should be time at some point soon for it to all be equal without anybody feeling like something is being taken away from them. I'm not saying that the artists didn't do their thing. I'm not saying that the producers didn't do their thing. Everybody just needs to get their shine. And people need to be a little bit more comfortable with knowing that, hey, I'm a performer, I'm not a writer. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. I'm a writer, I'm not a performer, But it should be okay. People should not want to listen to my shit because of, well, she can't sing or she don't sing. That's fucked up. I write. That's what I do. That's what come natural to me. That's what that's my talent. That's my, thing that God gave me to make sure that, what I was given in this world. I know I wasn't given the gift to perform it right or to desire that type of success. We need to take away this songwriter stigma. I need to do another show about that too. But we really need to take away the songwriter stigma because it's unfair. And then it makes people, now the songwriter got to stand in the background, stand in the shadow, or, nobody ain't saying, like, I don't motherfucking want to be the artist, but I would like my little nod, my little tap on the shoulder, like, wow, that was great. Like, even the producers could throw a tag on their beat, make sure London on the track, London was on that track. He did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's up, that they even get to have that. Like, the songwriters don't get anything like that. Anything like that. And it's, it's disappointing at the least. It's disappointing. It's disappointing because everybody need and deserve their accolade. Like, even on big stages like the Grammys and shit like that, you don't see the songwriter getting to go up and they thank you for the award. And there's a lot of stuff that they go through. It's a lot of stuff you go through as being a writer that people just couldn't understand, couldn't like fathom, like how, because some songs are amazing and you want to know the backstory of it, like, damn, who went through this, who thought this, who came in with this clever lyric, and I don't think that takes away from the artist. It definitely, in my opinion, does not take away from the artist. The artist still did what they did, and they still performed it great. Because another thing, back to my situation with my song Apple, the girl who sung that, I personally feel like nobody else could have did that song justice like she did. Like, her voice was made for that track. Like, it just was. Her voice was made for that track. She sounds amazing on it. She did it the best. I don't think I could have found anybody else to sing that song the way that girl sung that song. So that of course I can't take away from what she did. Nobody else could have sung that song the way she sung that song. She did an amazing freaking job. And I was very grateful to, meet somebody that was perfectly on the joint. I got another track, this other song, oh my God. This song can make me millions. I swear it can. And it's like a really good fucking song. And I pitched it to one dude to sing. And man, this motherfucker rocked it. I mean, he sound like I wrote it perfectly for him. And I never got in contact with him again. He never recorded the joint for me. Never got in contact with him again. Been sitting on this song forever. You know what I'm saying? And all my artists out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. When you was just sitting on the track for the longest, hoping and waiting for that perfect person to come through. So I just been sitting on this joint, and this boy rocked it. Like, he really fucking rocked it. And I always hope that, I can get this song, because it's such a great song, back in the hands of somebody else who can do it just as much justice as he did. But he did an amazing job. So that don't mean that, and I mean, this motherfucker, he sung the song like it was his song, like he wrote every word, And that happens sometimes. We gotta all give each other our props for what we do. When you at your regular day job, you know what I'm saying? It ain't your company, but you the receptionist. Nobody ain't. You know, you still get your props for doing what you did. Oh, you made all these appointments today. Oh, you handled all of this customer service today. You did good at what you do, and there's nothing wrong with you getting that prop for that without people feeling like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, it's not her company. No, it's not your company, but this is the lane I play. And in this lane, this is what I contributed today. And I did a great job at what I contributed in. You know, that's all I'm saying. Like everybody just, and it's gonna definitely come a day. But I don't want the artists, because there's a lot of shit going on right now that I'm not even mentioning. I probably do another video about, but there's a lot of stuff right now where people are not getting their accolades for songwriting, or not even that they're not getting their accolades. Artists feel threatened by, people coming at, oh, you didn't write this. Everybody not a fucking writer. Writing is not easy. Being an artist is not easy. Being a producer is not easy. Everybody do what they do. They succeed at what they do. You know what I'm saying? And it's not for everyone. Just like, you can't come at people for that. That's not the position that they play. That's just not the position that they play, and it's okay. It's okay. We don't need to all feel, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up for the artist. I'm not going on tour. I'm not spending time away from my family. I'm not losing my mind about how I look every fucking day, all motherfucking day long. Like, that's not my job. That's not what I signed up to do right now. So I'm not going to take away from the people who decided to do that. They doing that. And they doing great at it. So I just think that everybody needs to get their recognition. That's number one. Songwriters definitely need to get more recognition than they do. But I also just believe that we need to stop having this stigma about writers. You know? Just because Beyonce don't write every fucking word on her album, that don't mean that she don't get the recognition as an artist. And I mean, it's to the point where I feel like artists are forging and fudging their names on shit, putting themselves down as a songwriter, knowing they ain't write shit to it just because they don't want the public to see them in a type of way. It's nothing wrong with, I'm an entertainer. Like I said, I don't think Whitney Houston wrote at all, honestly. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know. Holla at me. Tell me I'm wrong. But that's one of my favorite artists ever. But I don't think she wrote anything. Does that say that she's a fucking entertainer? I'm a songwriter. I'm not a motherfucking entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not writing anything. I don't want to write anything. I'm not writing anything. That's not what I do. That's not what I'm here for. But don't take that away from the people who are, doing that. And don't make people feel bad for. There's nothing wrong. We should be proud to be entertainers. Like, yeah, I don't write. I get my music from I'm an entertainer. Are you not entertained when you come to my motherfucking show? Like, you should be proud to be an entertainer and to say that. I don't want people not to feel proud of that, because that's something that you should definitely feel proud for. I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. And I know this is going off from the shit that T-Pain said, but it just made me think about that. After seeing the Billboard list and all of that, it just made me think about that. But even these companies, like, it's probably more appealing, and you know what I'm saying, for them to put down that all of these artists' names instead of putting down the songwriters' names. It's probably much more appealing to put that, and because these are the people names that you're familiar with. You know who Cardi B is. You know who Beyonce is. So put them all down as the songwriters of the year. You might not know who Estadine is, or you know what I'm saying, or the person in the background, or who a ShayGenre is. But that don't mean that they didn't write the most amazing songs this year. Like, don't do that. Don't take that accolade from them. That ain't cool. That ain't cool. I don't like that. Don't take that from them. They did their job. They wrote amazing music. And they should get, some type of recognition for writing the amazing music that they wrote. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. But like I said, those are just my thoughts. Like that's how I feel about the situation and shit. I think that it shouldn't be a bad thing to get a song from a songwriter. Like it definitely shouldn't be a bad thing to get a song from a songwriter. It's nothing wrong with songwriters writing your music. There's nothing wrong with what they do. Everybody play their role. Everybody play their role. And I'm not an entertainer. I'm not trying to be an entertainer. So let everybody do what they supposed to do and let everybody get their shine in the way that they're supposed to get their shizam. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is your girl ShayGenre, songwriter ShayGenre. I don't sing, I don't motherfucking perform. You won't catch me at the tour, but you'll definitely catch me putting in that work in the studio because that's what I do. You can email me if you want to talk, if you want to hire me because I'm an amazing songwriter at Movie Music at Gmail. That's MOVE, the letter U, and the word music at Gmail. Follow me on Instagram, Songwriter ShayGenre, SHAY genre, because your girl writes every genre of music, so definitely hit me up and holla. You can follow me on Twitter and all the cool things like that. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys really, really soon, and I'll be uploading a different cast as often as possible. Honestly, I'm gonna try to do it. Like if I'm thinking of something, I'm gonna let you know. So that's when I'm gonna talk to you guys and let you know what I'm thinking about. But yeah, let me know if y'all agree, if y'all disagree. What are things we could do as songwriters? You know what I'm saying? To maybe put ourselves more forward. You know what I'm saying? And to put ourselves more on Front Street and get some of the recognition. Like I said, producers have definitely gotten, have been able to do. Any suggestions that you think a songwriter could and should do, let me know. But thanks again, and this is Shay-G Speaks. Holla at me. No, that was whack. I should have said holla at me right now. But yeah, this is Shay-G Speaks. I'll see y'all next time. I'll talk to y'all next time. Listen to me next time. Bye. Next time.